that idea of waking up and what can I do today to not get fired? For me personally, it's very hard to understand because as an entrepreneur, and someone brought this to my attention, you and I have had this conversation. It's like they're like, James Robert, you're an entrepreneur. You wake up and you're like, what problems can I solve? How can I help? How can I create value for the world? But this individual works in banking. They're like, it's not how a lot of bankers think. It's not how a lot of credit union leaders think. They wake up and it's like, what do I have to do today to not get fired? At the same
And
time,
again,
though, I think, go ahead.
I was just going to point out, a lot of this is due to the industry because we've seen some catastrophic events in the industry that has been scary, that has been concerning. How much is that playing into this? Or is it carrying over into more of these activities that really aren't that risky?
Well, let's take marketing and sales. Like let's just look
Exactly
at
what I'm saying.
right. Let's just look at that micro component because I think everything has to be viewed through a specific lens. So let's look at this from a marketing and sales perspective. There's a lot of risk today in not secret shopping your website. Why? Because there's a lot of risk in not knowing where you have blind spots in your customer journey. There's more risk in not knowing than there are in knowing. But once again, as we have done in our study for Q4, we found that around 85, 86% of financial brands still have not mapped out customer journeys, still have not secret shopped websites, and as a result, still are assuming a tremendous amount of risk by not knowing where they have blind spots and gaps in their customer journeys, causing them to lose loans and deposits. That's risk.
It is to the bigger picture and to the bottom line. And we understand that. We know that. But is it possible that some of these leaders are thinking, well, this is risky to find out? Because when we find out how much money we've been losing because of our marketing and sales, strategies, now am I on the chopping block now? Is this a reflection of me?
Okay, so now you're getting into the deeper issue, which I think is cultural within an organization. And the perhaps, and this is something that Stuart Cook recently shared on LinkedIn, is risk aversion isn't the enemy. He says that blame is the enemy. And you're right. Like if we do go in and we do secret shop a website and we do begin surfacing where there are gaps and blind spots, am I going to lose my job? Maybe it's better for me not to know these things.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, we recently did a secret shopping delivery for an organization. We identified where they had gaps and blind spots, not necessarily in the website and the digital journey, but specifically when it came to the connection between the digital journey and the contact center, the inbound call. And you and I handled this with kid gloves. Like we were very cautious of how to deliver this news.